glad I always ask if you're ready because you never know what could happen.
Never know. I never know.
That's true.
I'm not sure.
Look at that. You're already getting into your notes. You have some ideas for the show or something? You got something you want to talk about?
I got to be ready.
Do you have something you're bringing to the class? Early bird gets the tequila worm. Son of a bitch, we're having some tequila in just a little bit. Alex, it's good to see you. Baker, it's good to see you. LG, good to see you as well. Already coming in with the Keith Flex too.
Hello.
Did you want to give out a free Keith Flex?
Nobody wants that, really. That's what everybody wants, is right on the screen there.
It's right there on the screen.
Yes.
Well, hello, everyone. It is Thursday evening, so that means beverage podcasting fun. I'm Andrew.
Hello.
And another hello. And
Hello.
Who's this guy?
And I'm Keith.
There we go.
Yes.
And we are AboutBeverages.com.
Temporarily displaced by the hello.
That's true.
All right.
That's true.
You redeem your 500 points. I want you to make sure you get full hello-ness.
I did lower some point things per your request last week. You said, hey, it's a little pricey.
Well,
gotta knock it down a little bit. I think I moved Pete down to like half. I think he's down to like 2,500, and can't think of what else. I think I moved the Dave Foley clip down to like 10K. Like I still want that one to be like kind of like
that's
up
your
there
premium.
a little bit. Yeah, you still got to have some premium things.
When you're joking about everyday heroin usage.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to really want to hear that.
It's a very specific niche. It's people. I want to make sure that you've watched us for a while and know our humor. Because if you do that one too early on, like if I had that at like 300 points, it'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I just followed and there's already heroin jokes. That can't be good.
Can't be good.
It cannot be good. Oh man. But I'm actually excited. We've taken a step back. We're only doing 3 beverages tonight. Right?
There are only 3. I know. Well, after the grief from last week, I decided to only stick with the one.
It was 3 weeks in a row.
I know.
What do you mean? You guys are always premium in my eyes. Debo, you're premium in our heart as well.
Premium.
Everyone here that comes in, even for just a little bit, is on premium in our heart. So since we only have 3, we'll focus on them a little bit more, maybe.
Of course.
Okay.
Our attention will not be as dispersed.
Okay. What have you brought to start? This is just going to be the starter. We're not podcasting on this.
Yes.
This is literally just to kind of lubricate up our palates a little bit.
Okay. Lube the palate.
That'll be on a shirt at some point.
Yeah.
Lubing the palate since 96 or something.
Since 2008.
Since 2008.
Well,
okay.
unless you were lubing the palate earlier.
Well, that's when I was in high school
too. So
I got in high school. I was young. I was in college. I needed the money.
Yeah.
I had to lube the palates early.
I had to lube the palates.
Dear God. All right. What have you got?
What did a good palate lubing go get you back then?
It barely got me enough money for books.
Okay. All right.
Couldn't even get.
Those are either some amazing books or
they were pop-ups.
Now, this is something that listener and friend of the show, Todd, somehow had come by this because his buddy that gives him a lot of different things to try had given him something from this line, and he had tried that. And then there was one that was called, this is called Ranch Rider Spirits Company. It's their Tequila Paloma,
which we've done an actual Paloma, which I feel like the mezcal one is kind of the more traditional
with
one.
The smoky goodness.
Right.
I've heard both, so I don't know. But also supposedly there is a Ranch Rider Spirit Company Buttermilk Ranch.
What is in that?
Beverage. I don't know.
Lubing up the palate since 1969. There you go.
Wow.
Since April 20th, 1969. Would that be the full move there? Okay, we'll look at the ranch thing here in a second, but while I'm on the page for this, it's reposado tequila, sparkling water, and freshly squeezed citrus juices. I'm assuming mostly grapefruit.
Should be. That's usually what that means.
Grapefruit and lime juice. So
okay.
This one's using grapefruit and lime juice. Perfect. Thank you. We've got it all there. So now I've got to find out what the hell that other one is. We've done some other things from Cutwater Spirits.
Right. We've done the Vodka Mule and their margarita.
Right. I would like to try their, what did I say? The
Bloody Mary.
That's right. But I haven't wanted to buy 6 of them or whatever. No sugar, no shit. It says premium spirits. Find some in your neck of the woods. All right. Can I?
It's a weird, I think it's that. No, or maybe it is. Whatever the one I sent to you, that had the actual...
here it is. See all 3 flavors.
Okay, there we go.
Drink something real. Ranch water. Reposado tequila. Sparkling.
So it's not actually... It has nothing to do with ranch dressing.
So ranch... Well, they just show someone working out in the fields.
Right.
There's no ranch dressing.
Yeah,
although the can is
he
kind
had
of
said
ranch
something
colored.
about ranch. Yeah.
The can is ranch
he
colored.
He said something about ranch dressing. So it's not that. Okay.
No. It's basically this, but with no grapefruit juice. So they're not really expanding their horizons too much here. Reposado tequila, sparkling water, and just lime juice. The Paloma, we add in. See, now this page says fresh squeezed grapefruit, lime, and orange juice.
Okay.
Their other page for the Tequila Paloma did not mention orange juice. So we will decide if there's actually orange juice in here. And then they have the Chilton, a cold, wet drink made for the hot, dry heat. Vodka, sparkling water, fresh squeezed lemon juice, and sea salt. Okay. I don't know if that's an actual thing. A wet drink. I know, LG. It's like, what? What is this crazy?
A good wet drink.
Okay. Do they sell these at Trader Joe's?
They do not. Not sure exactly where these...
Oh. The tequila really comes through in the aroma. That's honestly what I get first. That's crazy. Yeah, hey, thick. It's like that. Anytime like a joke like that makes me think of something like heavier and thick, which then makes me think of cookie dough Gatorade from Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah,
Will Ferrell's like pouring it out all over his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh God, cookie dough Gatorade.
Love cookie dough, not in that capacity.
And I love Gatorade. Neither of those two shall meet.
No,
no. Yeah, I get a lot of tequila in the aroma. I'm having trouble getting, like, specifically, other than just your general citrus flavors. Probably lime is really, like, it almost just smells like a margarita.
Yeah, it does kind of smell margarita-y. I just went right in.
I don't like that.
That's not what I thought it was going to be.
No, I think it's because it has no sweetness in it at all.
Yeah.
There's no agave nectar, which I get it. They said no sugar. That's my problem.
That's still not what I was expecting.
I went into it with the wrong thought process.
Yeah, no, I did too. That's not what I was expecting.
Would you say there's orange juice in here?
That I can't tell. I get the grapefruit because it's really got that sort of dry.
I get the grapefruit.
Dry citrusy goodness, but
I would swear there's a touch of salt in here too.
Mm-hmm. A little.
Oh. Does it say if there's sodium in here? There has to be.
Seems like there's a little, but maybe not.
Sugar 1.4 grams. So probably just naturally from the fruit and stuff. 123 calories, 1.9 carbs. Ooh, 0.1 protein. Ooh. Looking for a new protein shake, huh?
Drink about 100. I need to drink more of these.
Drink about like
then I'll flex.
Drink about 100 of these. Oh my God! You like Peter Griffin or Homer Simpson is like,
yeah,
flex for no reason. Only Reposado tequila, sparkling water, real grapefruit. It's not sparkling enough for me too. I'd like a little more carbonation. Yeah, I think that's what was. Yeah. It's kind of flat.
Yeah, it's not very lively.
No. Still trucking. Born in the Ranch Hand food truck. I can't imagine this with even less.
I can enact the liveliness.
Okay.
By swirling.
I can enact the liveliness.
Yes.
Some people have said we could use that in our podcast.
Wow.
I know. There it is. Oh, it takes. I got to move.
Have those people said that recently?
Oh, there it is, right there.
Disappointed.
Those are the comments we get on the pod. No. Actually, you know what? I did not look today. I should have looked.
Yeah, that's.
I was doing a lot of video work today.
Not quite what I was expecting.
No.
I'd need to enhance that a little bit.
Yes, with sugar. it needs agave nectar.
Something, yeah, or even a little.
Not
salt.
much, just like a little.
Just a little something.
It either needs that or it needs more grapefruit juice to bring out more tart. I think the sparkling water actually might be holding it down, which I know they put that in there, effervescence, and then they're trying to go lower on the carbs. So I get it.
So
I don't have to like it, but I get it.
It's sort of like Spindrift. And then adding, remember like we did that with last week? We did the Spindrift.
And I didn't like that then either.
Because it was the Spindrift, which is just fruit and the sparkling water,
right?
And then the spirit added to it. That's kind of what this is like pick your favorite Spindrift and add some tequila to it.
125 views on that Japanese whiskey. I told you that'd be a gold mine. People love the Japanese whiskeys. We just got to keep doing those apparently all the time.
We'll just keep recycling the same 3.
We can. I could just keep putting that one up, re-editing it. Oh, I should go back. I wonder if I can TikTok. Maybe I could change that into a TikTok. Oh.
TikTok, you don't stop.
I got to make a note of that. That might be one of the next TikToks. There aren't any videos up yet on TikTok, but if you want to pre-follow, search for About Beverage. I took your advice. I changed it back because... Remember, someone has taken... Did I tell you about this? So I told you someone had taken About Beverages that it was not available.
Oh, okay.
So then I had done like About Bevy or something like that. And
yeah,
you're like, why didn't you do just About Beverage? So I said, oh shit. And I went and I did it. I was able to claim that. You only can change once every 30 days. I went and looked. The person that has About Beverages literally has stolen our logo.
Really?
And then they have a little... like no one's following them. So I think they're just sitting on it or doing, but they literally, it's our logo. And then there's like a quick little blurb, like we're on Spotify or something like that. So it's like someone, so I actually reported them, which I don't know because I think, thankfully, thanks to all of you, we have enough accounts and other things that show that we are About Beverages, like that they might eventually get rid of them. But yeah, anyway, search for About Beverage. And you'll find like 3 or 4 people actually following me. So if you want to add to that before the big extravaganza blowout of videos,
or we could do it like Ohio State. We could be the About Beverages and the tap and
the
bottle.
real,
the real, yeah,
the real About Beverages. About Beverages, yeah.
Well,
in a month when I could change again, I'll try it. Bevy's TikTok is just views on swizzle sticks. Yeah, this swizzle stick is not working as I had intended. Yeah, it's weird. I get more tequila in the aroma, but when I drink it, it's grapefruit juice followed by tequila. It's like kind of reverses.
Yeah.
It's okay. I just want more flavor. You know, it's they're hitting this weird market that I don't understand.
Yeah.
Where it's I guess I don't really care about the flavor. I want to get a certain amount, put a lime in the coconut and then put what's the rest of that?
And drink it all up.
Drink it all up. And we could. It's a market of I don't really care about how little flavor I'm getting. Guess I just want a small amount of alcohol because it's not even like this is like a lot of alcohol either. It's like, what is this? 5%, 4%? Oh, 6%.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more, but still just like a beer.
But basically a beer. So you're worried about your carbs, you're worried about all these other things, but then you don't want too much flavor because of the carb stuff. And so then on top of that, you want some alcohol. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. But I don't understand why people buy Simpler Times beer. So hey,
that's true. But that's a big seller though.
It is huge. I had a customer ask me that. He's like, "Hey, have you tried?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm like somewhere, probably back." And like, it's not my thing. We sell a lot of it. It's just not my.
Is that what you said to him?
I did.
Oh, nice.
We sell a lot of it. It's not for me.
You sugarcoated your honesty. I appreciate it. You can't just be like, "Yeah, that sucks." Like that's not how it works.
But I mean, there is that person who drinks that,
who is looking for some Simpler Times.
And like I said,
it's a great name. I love the name.
Yeah. Desperate times call for Simpler Times. That's from Jake.
That's amazing. Desperate times call for simpler
Jake
times.
Gents, yes.
That is a good one.
He said, "Keith, you need to put that on a sign. Desperate times call for simpler times."
Should we put that on a shirt?
Perfect. I think I may have written that down somewhere.
Okay, yeah, we need that for a shirt at some point. We'll figure out something.
That one I had written down.
Oh my God, desperate times call for simpler times.
Yeah, I just I guess if I'm gonna have this kind of a drink, I do want it to be sweeter.
Yeah,
and maybe a little more, like you said, a little more lively. The carbonation's not.
It dives down really quick. I think more carbonation would help.
The more I thought about this, it's like you've taken a Spindrift and you've added a spirit to it.
Yeah,
which we have experimented with.
I didn't like last week.
That
either.
wasn't.
It was not my
didn't
thing.
work for us. So somebody took our new logo and our name and created a TikTok account?
For those that missed out on summer, they drink that. Yeah. Waiting for someone to come back around. Yeah, it's our logo. It's our, the one we use on everything. The ones on Twitter, the ones everything, like our little circle logo. It's the first time it's happened. I guess we've made it.
Yeah.
People are stealing our shit.
We are being copied. We are being,
It's the sincerest form of flattery. Yeah.
Well, we have proof that we've been doing it for a long time. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, that'd be nice if they would, because is our logo, that's ours. So that's
right.
Copyrighted or, yeah. Okay. Jerk. But I guess, and I'll try to look at it as a compliment. So
yeah, at least for now.
As
long as nothing
Until
else
we have
happens.
to
That's right.
get litigious, and we have to ask them to cease and desist,
so we can pursue our courtship unfettered. Wait, that's something else.
No, that's something else.
So we can pursue our TikToks unfettered. There we go. Right. That's what I meant to say.
Our ticks and our talks.
So what have you been up to this week? Anything new and exciting? Anything interesting?
I got up to Plat 2.
Crap, there's a button I got to hit then.
I know. It was quite an event the other night.
Man, I got a lot of things I got to hit. Get that off the screen. Did I do it?
I even took a little screenshot picture, but story of the week.
Team fight tactics. Let's go. You've got something to say. I give you the floor.
It slowly snuck up on me. All of a sudden, I was moving up 3, and all of a sudden, I was once you get to 100,
okay,
then you roll into the next. So I was at like 96 or 97. And I was like, I need to have this be a good build. So fortunately, I used my favorite.
Okay.
And it kicked ass. And the nice thing is Ben was home, so he was sitting right next to me, and the two of them were playing. So
okay,
I got to sell it. But they were focused intently.
Were you guys all at your giant desk area?
And the computer. Yeah, I have to squeeze over, but it works out. And so I actually came in first place in that game. Too.
Oh wow!
So I leapt into the.
You didn't just step into Plat 2,
which because that allowed me
busted that door
to
down.
Lose a couple. Barely come in for I was at 0, but last night I finished in second place, so I'm still somewhat solidly in.
That's fantastic. In the Plat too.
So
nice job.
Yeah, it was fun. So anyway, that was some good news.
Now, does your son play TFT as well, or just
every once in a while?
Okay, so he just dips in there.
Yeah,
a little bit.
He played the other day, and he sent us Pocket a shot of he'd picked the build that I like, and he came in first place. He's like, I haven't played in months, came in first place. I'm like, yeah, of course you did.
We're like, well, yeah, you were in cardboard. No,
yeah.
If you haven't touched it in a while,
it may have been a normal. I don't know if he was, but
yeah, even better. Like that would have been great if you could have called him out on something like that. See, you're like, I see here at the top of the screen that you were in normal.
But I learned from him, so I don't want to get on his.
I still have
I still have the mentor and the stuff going on there. But
what is it when the student is ready, the master will appear? I'll see you later.
And I have to go.
I have to go. That was one of the greatest. Such a great line.
I was trying to. What was the? Somebody mentioned something today. We were talking about the Marlboro Man last week.
Yeah.
What was the?
Yeah. Who was the Marlboro Man?
Dick Hammer.
Oh, that's right. The Marlboro old man's name is Dick Hammer.
One of them. There were several.
Oh, that's true.
They all died fairly young.
Forever dead young.
What was the company that Arbuckle did Ariosa for? Remember that they were smoking related. What was?
Oh, it was Marlboro.
What was it? Marlboro?
Yeah.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a different name than that, though.
No, it was actually for Marlboro.
Right.
No, it was all their points.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
Well, I mean, I don't know. There might have been a PR team that was above them, but that's who we were doing it for. It was you could turn in your Marlboro points to get Ariosa coffee from Arbuckle. Yeah.
One of my coworkers, his sons are starting to play Little League, and he's like, the gear they have now is really cool. And he was saying, and he actually played. I think he played in college at a junior college, but he's like, when I was little, he's like, I had a bag. He's like that my mom got from redeeming Marlboro points, and so it made me think of the Arbuckle times.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I forget how many points you had to redeem, but then you got the couple pounds of coffee or whatever. Like I said, that was always worked out. That was kind of did well to some extent, but it was also all those kind of things. It turns into a pain, and then you get into their loop with companies like that, where then it's they start coming to you for more and more things, but then none of those ever pan out because now they know you did a good job, which we did, and then it was then all of a sudden every time they have a promotion, then all of a sudden they just start making you jump,
and you got to do all the go through all those hoops, and
you have to go through all the hoops of creating, organizing, all that stuff, and then I think we had maybe one other promotion with them, maybe two, and like I said, everything else it was usually about 2 or 3 times a year. All of a sudden it was we were having to send off samples, overnighting this and doing that and the other. It's I mean, it's what you got to do when you're a business for sure, but it didn't make it any less annoying because it's they knew full well what we had to charge. It was all because we'd always lose out to stuff people would just do keychain, they'd always want the cheapest crap. It's that our stuff is going to have to at least charge you 20 or 30 bucks, 20 or 25 bucks, even even wholesale because you're asking for this box and this thing, and so it was what it was.
It be what it be.
It be what it be. I got my second shot yesterday, which we already talked about a little bit, but I got that. I was fine the last night, and then through the night, and then when I woke up this morning, man, my shoulder was sore. It was more sore than it was after the first shot. It felt more of a full, almost shoulder spot where it was sore, and it's better now. Like I said, but it was even this morning, I was doing laundry and doing some stuff, and be I could feel I was ow.
I get the puffy armpit thing.
Oh, really?
I get shots, even flu shots. Sometimes I get that. The nodes get poofy.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that. And then kind of the same as you though. I talked about today. I was just kind of tired, on and off. I was just kind of just a little more weary, getting stuff done. And then all of a sudden I was I'm gonna sit down for a little bit. I'm gonna take a moment of respite.
I gotta be on. I gotta be on tonight.
I gotta be on it. I gotta take a moment of rest. Yeah. I've got alcohol to drink tonight. I've got to be on my game. That was kind of more
people
the
to entertain.
Yeah, I didn't have any alcohol yesterday because they say like not to on the same day of the shot, but I figured 24 hours later it's fine, right? Just get completely tanked. It's okay then, right?
I may have had a beer that night. I'm not sure.
I think I did the first time by I don't think I did. I don't think I did then either, but that was just coincidence. But yeah. No, so far feeling pretty good with that. Like the rest of the family throughout the weekend will get their shots. So for the most part, like early May, beginning of May, like I said, the whole family sounds like we'll be pretty much vaccinated. So I'm very excited about that.
Yes.
We can start, like I said, running out and about and licking doorknobs again and everything else like that we usually do.
I saw you posted the 5G is what you're calling your shot, right?
Yeah. It's like, no, I'm getting all the good reception. I'll be my own. I think someone asked if I was going to be my own hotspot now. I'll be my own Wi-Fi hotspot.
I am my own hotspot.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll definitely be pretty nice. What else was going on? There was a couple articles I was looking at this week that were interesting. Like I keep seeing just all those articles spit out like best whiskeys and things like this price range or new ones. There was an article. This was like the most I thought weirdly specific price range. Best whiskeys between $150 and $200. I was like, that is weirdly specific, and that is a group of people that you're like. Again, I know a lot of we have spent that on when we do our annual podcast, like we have done that, but that is definitely not my daily sipper that I'm looking for. No, is in that price range. So I was shocked. I mean, at some point that article has to be written because there are people that want to read, but I wonder how many people actually click on that because that seemed
I'd be curious. Well, I'd probably click on it just to know, okay, what are these amazing whiskeys or bourbons from 150 to 200, but I'd also know that I wouldn't be buying any of them, but I just would want to maybe just to know, to be in the know.
If I can actually find it, because I wound up not even reading it. 17 best, well, best scotches. Top 10 $200 whiskeys. Okay, this isn't. No, none of these are the articles. Okay, I thought I could find it quickly, but I cannot. But yeah,
don't make me do this. I cannot.
Wow. Yeah, I've been wanting. At some point, I'll probably want to buy a finer bottle of something. But I'm actually like pretty good on whiskeys right now. Like I said, unless I found something that's rare that I can't find, like I'm pretty good on stuff.
Well, when you run into Walmart and
if I get
your weekly pilgrimage.
I know I haven't gone there in a few weeks. I need to go back in.
All the Blantons, it's all gone now
because I bought it all. No way. I actually saw people. That was something I saw people like actually making fun and ripping Blanc. Like Blanc's is delicious. Like I think eventually people like when something gets hyped up a little too much. Then there's the backlash of they're like that's not. It's like
it's true.
It's like is it the best? But for how scarce it can be and how delicious it is, like it's a solid whatever $50 to $60 whiskey. I think I think especially for the smoothness and everything else, it's pretty amazing. Because you can't find Weller in theory, like if you actually could find 12-year Weller, like they always talk about, because that one's $50. Well, then that blows Blanton's out of the water. But you can't find that at that price. You're going to find it at $200.
Let's see if you've had Todd.
Oh,
have you ever had
Johnny Walker Blue? No.
Have you ever had
Glenfiddich 21? No.
Walcott? These were some things that he sent me that I guess his wife actually had won a bet. And,
wow.
And the person didn't pay off on the bet for a while, but now they have, because I guess they were supposed to get a certain bottle for her. They couldn't find it. And so since it went on for so long, they were just like, here. And they sent him a whole bunch of stuff. He said, so Todd wins.
I've heard of Calumet. I've not had it. I've not heard of the other two. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Walcott. Okay. Has he dove into any of those yet?
He's at the Black Ridge, and he said that's always really good.
Oh, okay.
No, he was going to. We have not talked about it. I'll have to ask him tomorrow. Yeah, when his wife wins a bet and it accrues interest, Todd wins.
I would say so. Does she also like bourbons?
Don't know if she's a bourbon fan or not. I can't remember. I know she will share some things with him, but I'm not sure about the bourbon.
Okay.
So
this is 18 best bourbon whiskeys you can buy in 2021. I mean, Elijah Craig is always getting the barrel proof. Like these are ones that are hard to. Knob Creek. I don't know if that's really.
Knob Creek's a little hot.
Yeah.
For me, but.
I know we learned last week that you're not a fan of the hot.
The heat.
The heat.
My God, the heat.
Or 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? When was it? When was the black? 2 weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. Or more. I couldn't believe, it blew my mind that it was 2 years ago.
My coffee has arrived. Nice.
Oh,
let's go.
Hey.
Yeah, I got the Guatemalan organic, correct? I think that's what I picked.
I was having a hard time believing it was 2 years ago that we did the first blackened.
Did you listen to the podcast again?
No, I read the post because I was wanting to see what I wrote last time and to see
copy pasta.
And I took a little bit,
just change out the word cask strength.
Just a quick definition, but and then it was from March of 2019. I was like,
wow.
Oh my, because I said good things come to those who wait. Andrew's waited a long time. He's had this. I had my hip surgery, so I hadn't podcasted.
Oh,
it was that time.
Okay.
So it was hard to believe.
Wow.
4 rosés.
I thought you would have listened to it just to see if you liked it as much as you remembered or enjoyed it.
That would be intriguing too.
I always hear a lot of people talking about Old Granddad. That is definitely one of the 114. I have definitely seen that mentioned several times.
Yeah,
I don't know
about the 114, but I've heard about Old Granddad being mentioned.
I've heard about this Old Granddad being mentioned. Yeah, specifically the 114. I don't know why. Larceny Small Batch. I've had that one. Oh, did you get a little breakfast plan?
I did.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay.
I picked up some Sumatra French the other day.
Oh, not simpler times, but early times.
Simple early times.
Simply earlier times. 4 Roses. Russell's. Elijah Craig is just solid. Like if you can find Elijah Craig, like even just their house, it doesn't even have to be the small batch or the barrel proof, I should say. Like I said, if you can just find the small batch, like that's just solid for $30 or whatever. That'd be a good mixer. Here they be dragons. That'd be a good mixer.
The RB monsters.
Here they be monsters. But actually, as we mentioned earlier in the podcast, if you don't, or I shouldn't say on the podcast, in our pre-show that you guys don't get to see, I haven't started recording that yet. I guess I should start recording our pre-show. So even more content.
And then it's not the pre-show.
Pretty quickly, if you don't start watching those Frasier seasons, I'm going to catch up.
You will catch up, I'm sure.
You only have like 2 seasons to watch.
9, 10, and 11.
Okay, 3.
Yes.
You skim through them.
Hurry up. Well, no, that's not good.
Oh, okay.
I want to skim through them. Because at least 10 and 11, I don't think I've seen anything there.
I'm trying to remember when they actually go from like 4:3 format to like widescreen. I'm trying to remember what season that was.
Oh.
Because we're in season 3, and obviously that still hasn't happened. I don't think it's till like those later seasons, but
I was watching it on my iPad, so
okay,
kind of hard to tell.
You can tell if there's a square in the middle of the screen or if it takes up your whole iPad.
Oh, then it was taking up my iPad.
Oh, then you must have like.
I don't think it was a square in the screen.
You can't spare a square.
Oh, I spared a square.
I haven't watched Seinfeld in forever. I feel I've.
Oh God, I did see part of the wait out the other day.
The iPad moves it to 16:9. So does it? Oh, okay. Does it just? Well, I mean, you can double tap and make it expand then, but then you're cutting off.
You could do a lot better than this guy. That's the one I saw.
Oh, was it?
Carrie Elwes and Deborah Messing.
Zaku, how's it going? Good to see you. What are you up to this fine evening? I haven't seen that one in a while. Man,
it was good. No, I didn't see the whole thing, but it's part of it. That's the one too where Kramer has the really tight jeans on, and
that's where you can't like even sit down, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay.
And he gets Mickey to pretend to be the little boy, and the mom comes in, good night, and then walks away, and he's like, good night.
Good night.
It's like, why did you even say anything?
Why would you say a thing?
I guess because it's not funny then. It doesn't make for good television.
There was we did hit, speaking of Frasier, we hit, I think, probably one of my most hated episodes of Frasier because it does so many things of the stuff that makes me angry. It's the episode where he goes into Daphne's room to look for a book.
Oh, yeah.
And then he keeps it, like, just the stupidity on top of stupidity there is just like so frustrating.
Yeah.
It's just like, I hate that when they do that. Like, and there's a lot of instances in that show where they they dip their toes into those waters a little bit. But like this one is just literally like just an amalgam of everything that I dislike about that show because he goes in there for no reason. Then for some reason he takes the medicine because he finds the book right away. Could have literally walked out. So that's wrong. And then he's looking through. So he's like wrong in so many levels. And then he goes back in there again. And then he tries to sneak out. And then it's because Eddie does something. So then, she catches him there. And then later on when Niles goes in there as such a jerk. And at the very end, they're just like trying to be completely ridiculous.
Right.
But it's just like, man, that episode is frustrating. Like, it's just so frustrating.
I think you'll be coming up. I think the beginning of season 4 is you have an English accent. No, it was one of those fiery Mexican Clives.
Fiery Mexican Clives. Oh yeah, that is a good one. I saw. I think it was the last one we watched last night. Was the one where he says, "And they take a little piece and another little more and a little more." Well, the doctor is out when he does his little, because it's the lights go out and he's helping everybody with all their just, and he just goes and they're all like, "Oh, Fraser, he's always such a downer," and this and that. He's like, "Wait a minute." He's like, "Listen." He's like, "I go through," and he's like, "I help everyone on the radio." He's like, "Then I'm walking through the streets and the help sign is never off." He's like, "Then I help this person. I help this person. Every time I help them, a little piece of me is used up. A little piece of me is used up. Then I come home. You guys are all fighting. And I take a little more and a little more, and I fix all you guys. And then now that you guys are happy, you guys are like, oh, I'm such a downer." He's like, "Well, the doctor is." And he's just like, it's such a great speech because it's just like, it's, obviously it's specific to his profession, but you can totally understand. I mean, those days where you just feel like you've just been used up as a person, and then you want that other person then to realize that has happened and that they can, help you out again.
You keep giving, you're giving, and you give some more.
Yeah. It's such a great speech. I was excited about that one. And there was that one, and there was a couple back to back where I was like, oh, it's this one. Like it was, just some really, it was the, blood is thicker than port.
I stand
corrected. Yeah. That one we just saw that one too. Oh, it feels like a baby's bottom, the leather. Yeah. I'm like, yes, on Wednesdays we bring in a blind comparison to try and find out. He's like, do you have anything you want?
I'm kidding, Crane.
Yeah. It's a joke, Crane. Oh, yes. Sorry. All right, let's get to should we go grab the wine?
I think that sounds
like a
fine idea.
I think we should enjoy some wine.
We should. I'll be very empathetic to that plight.
This guy.
Yes.
I gotta find the buttons. Hold on. Wait.
Andrew knows how to push all the right buttons.
I'm trying to push all the right buttons. Some more Harris Heller, perhaps.
Oh, Harris Heller.
Harris Heller, former Twitch streamer Harris Heller, now on YouTube.
Yes.
Our new claim to fame, as we talked about, again, we should start recording the pre-show, apparently.
The second to the last.
We were the second to the last person he hosted, so thank you again. If you ever, Harris, if you ever want to dip in and you want to talk on Twitch,
sure.
I'd be happy to do that. Would love to talk with you.
Oh my God. Yeah. Special guest star. Musician and host extraordinaire.
Musician, host extraordinaire. Everything. Yeah, everything extraordinaire. Like, yeah, multimedia mogul. I don't know. That'll probably be his new title at some point. But yeah, that is our new claim to fame. We have nothing else. We have no life insurance.
And someone who copied our logo and stole our name on TikTok.
That's true. Maybe I should contact Harris about that. Maybe he can help.
Oh, he might.
Maybe he can help us. All right. Well, while we're listening to some more of his music, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go call him and see what he can do for us, and we're gonna go grab the wine that we're gonna have, and we'll be right back. Well, I'm glad you're ready because everyone else is ready.
Are you ready for some empathy?
The latest mashup, speaking of that, that I saw today was someone mashed up Panama by Van Halen and Metallica's Enter Sandman. So they basically used the vocals from Enter Sandman and then used Panama. So it was like that was the other, and then they just kind of sped it up and adjusted.
How's that work?
It wasn't as amazing as I thought it was going to be. It was still kind of funny.
Okay.
Specifically at the beginning, because like I think, where David Lee Roth normally goes, hey, yeah. Like they had Hetfield going like, yeah. like doing a little scream. So that was kind of fun. And then after that, it kind of fell apart.
I love the Rick Astley and Nirvana.
That's amazing.
That was, although I almost lost a friend over that. So
wow.
I know. He was very upset. Well, because he was a big Nirvana fan.
I thought you were going to say he was a big Rick Astley fan.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not a fan.
He loved Rick Astley, and he's like, how dare you bastardize my Rick Astley with Nirvana? No, extremely the opposite. So, are we trading for Teddy Bridgewater? The Bears?
Are we?
Have you heard about this?
No.
Okay.
You want to tell me? Tell me a little bit about that.
No, this is what I was hearing, that now I guess the Panthers have let Teddy Bridgewater try to seek his own trade.
I'm glad they're not trading for Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
I hope that... I don't know. I don't know what I hope. I hope whatever is the correct thing occurs.
Let's stop that. Oh, okay. So maybe not.
No, I mean
that was just specific. What it was. That was.
I could see it. Like, are they just basically? Because I mean, they traded up. Because aren't they going to go for a quarter? Or no? Who did they trade? They traded for
Sam Darnold.
Thank you. They traded for Sam Darnold.
So yeah, I guess they've given him Teddy Bridgewater permission to work out a trade.
Okay.
And so so that was what one guy, the the King of Beepers, who is a Panthers fan, asked me about it, and I was like, why is he asking this? And then another guy who's a big football fan, he's like, hey, what would you think about the Bears? He's like, I'd rather have Bridgewater than Dalton. They both were saying that. And
he had quite a career going in Minnesota till he had the horrible leg injury. So he was definitely a solid quarterback. Knee injury, sorry, but I don't know. So this wine is another blend. So what do we got here? We got some Chenin Blanc. We've got Chardonnay. We've got Grenache Blanc. We've got Viognier. Did I say that right? V-I-O-G.
You did.
Wow. Viognier.
Viognier.
Viognier. Vermentino.
Wow.
Albano and Muscat.
That's a lot of...
I will increase
Albarino.
Oh, Albarino.
Not Albano. Vamos a Albano. Yeah. Albania, you border on the... I know a lot about Albania just because of Cheers. As long as those things are true.
I know. You border on the Adriatic. Your land is mostly mountainous, and your chief export is chrome. You're a communist republic. You're a red regime. And then I also remember, what was it? The Taiwan on the sea, that China Sea. I wonder if that actually would have worked, like learning facts like that, because I have never forgotten those facts.
I studied myself horse with Coach.
If a Trivial Pursuit ever comes up and that is the answer to any of those,
about Albania. Of course, that was in 1983. So who knows? They might not be a communist republic.
Maybe they're Democrat now. Yeah.
Does it even exist? Maybe Albania's not even a country anymore. Who knows? Who knows?
If only there was an internet to tell us.
Oh, something will tell us. Yeah, there's a lot of... Wow,
Oops, spelled that.
Huh.
Republic of Albania in southeastern something or something. That's still a place.
Still a place.
Mediterranean.
Look at it on the Adriatic.
Nice. Largest city of Durrës. Climate geographical.
Snow-capped mountains. Okay.
Is their chief export still chrome?
I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna type this into Google. Albania.
Chief.
God, I cannot spell today.
Oh, there it is.
Chief export is chrome. It still is.
Oh no, it's.
Oh okay.
Oh okay, no. Coach sings Albania. That's awesome. Wow. You bored. There are other people out there who are sharing this information
too much.
Oh my gosh,
that's too funny.
Albania.
Too funny. Do you think I should pre-open this before we start, or should I?
I don't think we'd have to.
Okay,
you can if you want to save the drama.
Nah, it's fine. We can drama.
Eliminate the drama.
We can drama it up.
Drama.
All right, we're going to record a podcast. When we record a podcast, these do well. Now this entire show is recorded and goes up on YouTube.
The entire show.
As long as I remember to hit the record button, which this week I did.
Okay.
So last week there was only half a show, but maybe you like it better that way. I don't know. But anyway, so as long as I hit the record button, all this entire show goes up, usually the following Tuesday on YouTube in archive format. And then some form of the podcast here and there eventually make their way up throughout the weeks. We start picking the ones that we like better, that we thought had good information, and we kind of whittle it down from there.
Tuesday. It's YouTube Tuesday.
You Tuesday. That's not bad.
Tuesday.
Oh, I can't believe the news today.
Tuesday. Hush hush.
No, I was going for you too. I can't believe the news today.
Oh, that. Okay.
YouTube Tuesday won't make these beverages go away. I don't know. That's all I got.
That's all we need.
All I got. That's all you need.
That's all we need, because now we're coming down. Now they've just blocked us.
We just got DMCA'd. We are now also switching over to YouTube, because hopefully they're not quite as harsh as Twitch.
DMCA.
I
don't want to celebrate that again.
So funny enough, I actually I've started uploading this last Monday. I played through a game that's called Firewatch. It's a story-driven game adventure. I've played through it before, but I did another playthrough of it. It's short, about under 5 hours to get through the whole thing. Great dialogue, just really good writing, and just interaction between the two characters, and it's not anything too intense. So I recorded the whole thing. I'm putting that up in pieces next week. It'll be up on YouTube. So I edited all that stuff, and I uploaded the first two segments. And as I was uploading the second segment, all of a sudden I saw on the first one, it said there was a copyright claim already on something that I had put up. I was like, what was there? Like I was playing this video game. Like there's nothing in this game. Like it's all orchestral music and whatever. So when you're there's a point in the game where you're at this lake and there's some people out in the lake and there's some stuff going on. They have a little jukebox radio sitting to the side.
Right.
Hey boys, how's it going? Did you get the package of Never Never Gin that I never sent? You son of a bitch.
We never will get that.
Yeah, someday.
Unfortunately.
Someday.
But I remember that. Okay, because he's Australia, right?
Correct.
Working.
He's up right now.
He's listening and good. And speaking of gin already, so very good. All right.
It's good to see you. Yeah, unfortunately. Someday, maybe that'll make it here. Maybe that'll start being imported. But yeah, so there's like a little jukebox like sitting and it's like playing music. Right. Like as you walk up to the scene, apparently that is like it's just some very generic because this game takes place in 1989. It's a very generic sounding 80s song. I don't think I think it's something they had written for them. Okay. But there was a copyright claim for that 2 minutes that this song is playing, and I'm interacting with these other characters. So all of a sudden, like YouTube flagged it as, and I can't even remember the company that it was, but it was like so and so artist flagged this as you may not monetize this video. Huh. So then I don't know what actually happened. I should go back and look. There was different options. You can either, because YouTube flags the exact portion and says from here to here is when the copyright strike is for. You can either have YouTube just completely cut that part out so then you can monetize again, which unfortunately there's story stuff going on. And we're not monetizing right now anyway, but I'm trying to think of the future. You can mute that portion where people just see the video going on, but it's muted. And I think it puts up a thing on the screen muted for copyright or whatever. Oh, okay. Or there's a new option that is now in beta that I selected where it goes through and through YouTube's amazing algorithms, it's able, this is what it claims, it's able to take that music out, remove that song, but still all of the other stuff is intact. Oh, wow. Okay. I clicked that and it takes some time to get through it. So I did not go back to see how well it did or if it was able to do it. So
you don't think it's an actual song that you just don't recognize?
I don't. I mean, it's totally possible.
Okay. Right.
You know what? I actually can go maybe see, because now we've got Keith here, who is the master of all musical things when it comes to 80s pop.
At least pop, yeah.
I think if I go and hold on, if I go to YouTube Studio, and we'll see. Maybe it's fixed it by now, so it might not be there. It must have fixed it because now it says none. So right here under restrictions, it said copyright strike. Okay. Can't click on that anymore. Okay. I would be interested to see how that sounds. Like if all of a sudden, like my voice sounds really weird because of how it had.
Yeah, you've got that deep voice from the effects here.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't even that loud. It's literally on this jukebox. It's like off, and you're talking to these people out in the lake, and yeah, it's. Wow. I was like, amazing that stuff can even be spotted. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can. Maybe if I click on details. No, that's like all those things I set up. Well, it looks like on here it was able to fix it, so that's pretty neat. I'm going to be interested to see how that works, but yeah. I should have taken a picture of that, because I think I even messaged actually to Zaku. I told him about it, because I was like, because that's one of his favorite games that I was playing. So I was like, yeah, I actually got a copyright strike. And it said it wasn't a strike against the channel. It just said, I think it said a claim, and it said, since I was scheduling it and hadn't put it up yet, that's why there was no problem, because it goes through and does this search. Excuse me.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Technology.
Technology.
Embrace it.
Some would call it vibology if you're named Paula Abdul.
Vibology. She's in a funky way.
Yeah. I mean it in a funky way.
I
mean it in a funky way. We never did put that option back up, the dramatic reading of songs.
For points?
Yeah, for points.
We could do that. Redeem for dramatic readings.
For dramatic readings. All right. I've gotten all the little stuff taken down. So
it's down.
Whenever you want to go up, I'm ready to go.
I believe.
Hold on.
Like 2 minutes of us just hacking and spitting. And we don't need to. We're fine.
Yeah, Jet's helmet for that spitting. Though.
Yeah. Good. Good tie in there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Some people might gather that, but might be a little too obscure.
Might have way.
Not have way. So
I know this may seem at some point that we are like shills for this company, but I bought a varietal 3-pack. I kind of want to try all 3 of them.
Okay.
So that's kind of, so if you were watching last week, we did a wine from Empathy. We did their rosé. It was their 2018. So I thought I gave you the option. I said, hey, there's a red blend and there's a white blend. And I said, which one do you want?
And I said the white blend because it's hot outside.
And that's what we've got for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the Empathy Wines White Blend 2018.
Yeah, this is another, like I said, from Empathy Wines, which is a Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary Vaynermedia joint, however you want to say it, wine text fame, wine library fame. You don't have to basically throw a rock very far and not hit something like either a social media platform that he's on or something that he's touched, but definitely the wine world is where he has had a huge impact.
Casting an interweb rock.
Yes. There you go. Wow, that's a great one. Interweb rock. I like that.
Interweb rock, do a search, and
wherever there is suffering, you will find Gary. No.
And there are a lot. So this is a California blend, white wine blend.
Correct.
There are a lot of wines in this blend.
Yeah, there are 1, 2,
I'm
3,
interested.
4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 different varietals in here.
Yeah, from 3 different vineyards actually. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah. But yeah, this collection I bought of, like I said, there a red, a white, and a rosé. It was $60. Shipping was free, so roughly $20 a bottle, which is what they sell them for if you buy each of these individually in these little 3-packs. This is the 2018. They do have a 2019 out as well. So the biggest varietals in here being, what have we got? Chenin Blanc, Chardonnay, Grenache Blanc, and the Viognier. Is that how you pronounce it? Viognier?
Viognier.
Viognier? No.
Viognier.
Viognier. There you go. And even they had 1% left over. They were at 99%. And they're like, touch of Muscat.
So there's a lot. I mean, there are grapes in here that are typically they're dry. There are grapes in here that bring a little sweetness. There are, there's a lot of different grapes. I'm intrigued. I'm sure I won't be able to pick out the Albarino, but I like Albarino. That's usually a fish wine if you find like 100%.
You mean there's salmon in it?
Yes.
Interesting.
Little fish swim. It's good with fish.
Well, it's like they always with the bottom of mezcal. You've got the worm at the bottom of there. So then you
Albarinos, you have a little tiny fish.
Tiny fish
swimming around. A drunken fish.
The happiest fish ever.
Yeah.
If I'm going to die, may it be in a white wine. I've never. So that is so by fish wine, you're saying just
Albarinos pair well with fish.
Okay.
Yeah. Albarinos when it's 100% or mostly Albarino.
So I was just going to ask. So is that like I know a lot of times like when we look at different blends, like that's a lot of times only used in a blend because it's used to like lift something up or to give a little more structure. Is that one you can actually find on its own, or
you can? And we've carried one, and you can definitely find them on there. That's not as well known or as celebrated, I guess, as some of your bigger ones like that are in here. But Chenin Blanc's another one I'm usually a fan of too because that's the Vouvray. The Vouvray from France is usually 100% French Chenin Blanc as opposed to California. But so no, I'm intrigued. See how this works. Well, it works together.
Very light, pale straw, like kind of going for that look to it.
Yep, very light.
Interesting to see if there's Chardonnay in here too. I know we're going back over all these right. Like that was the one that kind of stood. I was like, okay. It smells very nice,
but nothing distinct for me.
So for me, I get some sweet in there. Like I said, I kind of the Chardonnay seems to be coming out, or at least what I perceive as Chardonnay kind of hits like a little bit that heavier kind of sweet. Like I'm not getting a lot of pops of like I thought. In this red blend, I thought maybe I'd be getting a little bit more of like, fruit, like, your apple and things like that, which I get a little hint of those kind of on the back. But for me, it's more about some sweet, like honey sweet, and then into, like I said, again, some lighter, fruits, apple, pear, some things like that. But I thought it might, I don't know why in my head I was thinking, I was like, oh, this is going to be more Sauvignon Blanc. So it's going to be really pops of fruity and tart. Like I said, this is a blend, so it's its own thing. So
And honey sweet is a Viognier characteristic to me.
Oh, okay.
So if you are getting that,
I definitely do. Like that's kind of the first thing that hits me.
And that's probably about it's almost like all these grapes are fighting for supremacy and none of them's winning, and they're just kind of it's just this sort of harmonious aroma that I can't.
That is what's nice
with a few little bits that you've expressed. That's probably what I would say as well.
That is what's nice. It's all those aromas at least coming together. Nothing is super distinct, but they're not like they're fighting each other in a good way. Like I don't quite. Is that the best way to say that? Like
they're fighting for attention.
Yeah, they're fighting for attention, but it's like it's
fighting to hurt
it's a
each
good
other.
choir. Like it's a good blend of all those things.
That's right. They're trying to outdo each other.
Well, let's see if one of them. Let's see if there is a soloist in the taste.
Yes.
He just says, It's the best laugh you've had in years. Pokey surprise. Andrew. Oh, God.
That is a pokey surprise.
Yeah.
Ready?
No, yeah, I think so. Yeah. I would say the choir remains intact.
Yeah, they're all just harmonious.
Yeah, I think it's just it's a very nice balance. It's very flavorful, but at least for my palate, there's not one thing that's like jumping out and saying like, oh, I get this, and then like it's just like, wow, this is a really great balance of exact. I'm probably getting a little bit more of like the green apple kind of thing coming through at the end. Like I'm getting a little bit of tart, mouth is watering a little bit, but definitely it's still that little bit of the sweet honey coming through. Like I said, maybe into that kind of Chardonnay. Grape kind of coming through, but it's good. I like it.
That's what I get to is if anything, it's the Viognier, the honey sweet kind of coming through, but it's still restrained. It almost tastes like a California Sauvignon Blanc to me. All these things together, because it just, and I can't quite put my finger on why, but even though there's no Sauvignon Blanc in here, there's just a lot of different pieces that they just sort of make a good solid blend, I guess. That you could, I think you have this with with appetizers, with crackers, a cheese board. I think you could eat this with some you drink this with some lighter fare,
perhaps some fish.
Yes.
No, I agree. Yeah, I like the balance that's in there. It's very good. I think the rosé kind of jumped out and impressed me a little more just because maybe I had lower expectations for it. Or just, with what I had previously, and the complexity of that one just really kind of jumped off the table when it came to the flavor, especially. And this one's like another very good, solid offering, but maybe it doesn't leap forward as much compared to some other, different whites that I've had, other, specific, Chardonnays and some other stuff that I've had.
Yeah, I think I wish there was more. I mean, I'm glad there isn't anything like where I'm like, I don't like that.
Right. Oh, definitely.
It just kind of rides like this. I wish there was something that maybe go, ooh, I really.
Yeah.
That's good, but it's just kind of a good, solid, all-round. Hey, and I would think this could appeal to a lot of different palates. It's not sweet. It's not overly dry.
Yeah,
it's got some fruit. It could be a crowd pleaser, as one of my coworkers used to say. So.
Yeah, we keep mentioning the honey and that kind of the sweetness in there. It's not like all of a sudden it's like a Zinfandel or something. It's not like those kind of sweet things all of a sudden. It's not like it's that.
It's just a little accent piece. And if you've ever had Viognier, and if you haven't, you should try one. But does have that kind of, I always describe it as like, if you're familiar with the falling leaves in autumn, that when they just kind of hit the ground and they still got a little bit of moisture on it, there's that sort of sweet kind of aroma. That's kind of which is what a lot of times what I think of with that sort of mild honey sweetness. So,
and if you're looking for other mild honey sweetness,
you
can head on over to AboutBeverages.com
for all your mild honey sweetness needs.
Let's just go with that.
Yeah.
That is where you can find all of the podcast recipes, things that we have tried for over a decade. You can find all of that dating back to when we were just audio and not video. If you only want the latest videos, you can always find those onto YouTube. You can subscribe to us there. We'd greatly appreciate it. In fact, if you want even just more than just this podcast we're doing and want the entire show, because we do a whole live show on Thursday evenings, you can find that there in archive format as well. You can find those for the last couple months. We've been doing that. If you only want audio, totally understand. We've got you covered there. Google Podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, any of your favorite podcast apps. Just search for About Beverages. You will find us there, and we've got you covered. There's something else we should talk about, though.
Still 3?
Still 3 currently.
Still three.
Currently, the fourth pillar has not been added yet, but TikTok will make a move here at some point.
Might be the fourth leg of the chair or something.
Right.
Who knows? But
finally, the bar stool won't tip quite as much.
That's right. But the 3 pillars of social media being Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which is the one we use the most often. Follow us to find when we are going to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which is most Thursday evenings. You'll find the 2 of us sitting and trying things and talking about all kinds of non-beverage related things as well, and just having some fun. That's when we record our podcasts and interact with our audience and have fun doing that. Andrew also is letting you know what he's doing throughout the week in the gaming world, what he's drinking, what he's playing, what he's just everything. Anything you want to know about what's happening at About Beverages, follow us on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it an empathetic shot.
I like it. That's a podcast. That is a podcast. Yeah, that one, that one is solid. Like, it's a really good, like I said, it's a really good white. And I think you actually said that the best, that it's a really good crowd pleaser, because someone that likes a little bit sweeter wine, they're going to find a little bit of something there, as long as they don't want, Gewürztraminer sweet, right. As long as they, are into that a little bit. If you do like a Chardonnay, as long as you're not, only into the oaky Chardonnays, if you're, into a lot of different things, a white wine drinker you're gonna be able to find in there, because nothing in there is over the top.
Yeah.
But again, for us, I wish there was a little bit more. Just
a little something.
I wish there was one thing that came out.
One note that was a little bit bigger.
I think I actually saw I think I just walked out of the room, but it was the Fraser the other day too, which was like, what's even better than the perfect restaurant, a perfect meal with one thing that we can nitpick on, or whatever, that we can pick on the rest of the night. It's like, this is like, wow, this wine is really good. I wish there was one thing that just spiked up just a little bit. Like, oh man, that apple really came through, or that, whatever. Looking at their tasting notes, we're kind of in the ballpark. They mentioned honeysuckle, green apple. They also say lemon peel. I don't know if I quite get that, but
yeah,
you never know. They also farm. They also get a bunch from the different vineyards. What do we got here? Mettler Family Vineyards, Windmill Vineyard. 2 of those are out of Lodi. One of them was out of Dunnigan Hills, and then Bokish Vineyards. Bokish. Live in La Vida Bokish? Not sure.
Bokish.
Just looked on YouTube for the first time 2 years ago. Both you swapped the beard. Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
I did have a beard for a little bit. I did have the goatee going for a little while. It's funny when I go back and look at those videos, because like either I'm, looking at, something to promote, or, like when we're looking for ones that we've done, all of a sudden, like, oh God, I forgot I had a goatee for a little while. It even shocks me.
Yes.
It even shocks me. Thank you for going and checking it out, though.
Because I've been wearing the mask so much, I haven't done the Just for Men lately. So I got to get back to that a little bit. But now when it starts getting warmer here, I go a little shorter on this anyway. So
okay.
Yes, so that feels good.
The
move. Pale yellow.
Seafoods, meaty fish dishes. You were on the mark on that too. Summer salads.
That's what I would do. Something like that.
I could see this working more with
some cheese.
I could see this like salmon salad or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely see that working with, because you've got those crisp, bright things might accentuate some of the stuff in here too. Like I said, some of those fruit characteristics. I wonder if this was a little, like, I did have this in the fridge. Like, I think this was probably between 55 and 60, and then it sat here for a little bit. So it was low 60s for sure. They say 50 to 55 degrees. Maybe if this was a little colder, maybe something else would have come out. Like maybe it would have brought back, some of the honey. Maybe some of the honey was covering up some of those other, we always talk about, cold kind of mask flavors. Well, maybe that would kind of mask, not that it was a bad flavor, but like just pulling some of that other stuff back that would allow some of the other things to shine through, maybe. ABV is 13%. I forgot to mention that as well. I think they all kind of slowly went up. One was at 12. I think
I'll be curious when you try, because they sent you another bottle of the rosé, right? That was the other thing we didn't mention on the podcast, but
13%.
That the one bottle you had that was corked, they shipped you out a replacement bottle.
They did.
You already got that.
Yeah, they did. They actually took care of that, which was very nice. Like I said, yeah, that was. I could not be happy. Like again, everybody's budgets are different, so $20 for a bottle of wine can be very expensive. I totally understand that, but I would have to say, quality so far is very good. I'm excited about the red blend. We'll probably just wind up doing that one next. We might as well just make it a 3 for just do the red blend next week. I'm interested to see what that one is.
I'm gonna pour ice out it over ice though. Just kidding.
We'll
make sangria out of it.
Make sangria of a $20 bottle.
No, that's right.
Not in this house. But no, like I said, so that aside, like I said, I think the quality has been up there if you don't mind spending a little bit more. But the customer service was fantastic. Like I said, there was a little bit of it wasn't even an issue. There was a little bit of seepage on the one bottle. And I actually just messaged them to check to make sure that it was okay and there weren't any problems. And they said, no, it should be fine, but we're going to send you our customers. And within like 3 hours, they went from, nope, we're going to send you out another one. And they took care of it immediately. I got it in less than a week. Was already turned around from me just questioning if there was a problem with it and them saying like, no, there isn't, but here's another bottle. It should be perfect. And so cannot recommend that more highly. Like I said, everyone was fantastic throughout the way. And at least for a change, this came FedEx. So at least FedEx was actually waiting to see if I was 21 and over to get me to sign for it. Had some interesting things previously with, I don't know why, but UPS during the holidays last year when I had some things shipped, they didn't seem to care and we're just leaving it at the door. Which is probably not
Drop it and run.
Pretty much. Yeah, I think someone forgot part of their training because that is not right. That is not correct.
What is the shirt that you're wearing? What is that logo?
This is just from another streamer that I like watching. He put out gear, and I really like this shirt, kind of this baseball, like old-time football looking jersey shirt. So I got that.
Is it LH?
It's UHM, so it's Amaze is his name. UHMAAYYZE.
Okay, not Melmahay.
Not Melmahay. No.
UUEM.
Yeah.
Dr. Michael Huffar.
Yeah.
The cranial method of screw top entry into the brain.
I haven't seen that in a long time.
The man with two brains. Were you out on the lake today with your brain?
And then she puts them in the oven. You cooked her nines. Cooked her nines. Half the people listen, more than half. So 80% of our listeners are like, what are they doing?
It's probably even more than that.
There's like
if anyone knows what we're talking about right now.
Well, you did just say the name of the movie, though, too.
Well, if anybody knows that, but if anybody knows that movie. Yeah, so you probably have to be of a certain age and, I guess, mindset.
Not have way.
But you cooked her
nines. Yeah. I wonder, you don't see much of Steve Martin lately. I wonder what he's been doing.
No, I haven't, actually. Huh. Well, he was busy. He was a busy man for a long, long time. He's probably resting.
Playing a little Foggy Mountain Breakdown.
Resting comfortably. Oh, wait. No.
Oh, no.
Please, all right.
I'm pretty sure he's alive.
How old is Steve Martin? Wait, hold on. I'm going to guess.
Do you want me to look? Okay.
Hang on.
How old is Steve Martin? Well, don't look.
Not going to look.
Why are you looking at the screen?
Yes.
How old is Steve?
I am going to guess. I'm not going to look.
This is funny. I will remove it from the screen. Okay. How old do you think Steve Martin is?
70? I would say 70. Probably older, though.
A little bit.
Yeah. 72?
A little bit more.
74?
A little bit more.
76?
Too high.
75.
I had a feeling
I was bad at that game.
Yeah. How old is Chevy Chase? I just happened to see that when I picked it up. Like,
I think he's probably about the same.
Yeah, close. He's a little older.
Okay.
77.
Oh, see, I would have said he was younger, but he looks older. He's not.
No, he's older and he looks older.
But Steve Martin,
it's both.
Steve Martin, though, because of having the gray hair.
He's literally had gray hair forever. Like, if you look back, was it Laugh-In when he was on that?
But it was that dark gray, but it was gray. But yeah.
So it's funny, how Google starts to auto-populate stuff. So if you type how old is, and when I typed in Steve, Martin was not the first one. It was Harvey, Carell, Tyler, Kerr.
Wow.
Yeah. Irwin's son.
Oh my gosh.
Steven Seagal. How old do you think Steven Seagal is?
Oh, Steven Seagal looks bad though. 65.
69.
Okay.
He looks bad though.
No, yeah, no. He hasn't looked good for a while.
No. He's trying to cover it up with, speaking of goatees and facial hair, like that is some like just
like
for
David
men,
Letterman,
black.
I think just turned 74. I read. He's got that.
His beard is huge. I love do you watch any of his stuff? Do you have Netflix?
I do have Netflix. Yeah.
Do you watch any of his interview stuff?
On Netflix in forever.
You should watch his interviews that he does. They're fantastic. Like those ones, what is it, that's like just him sitting down and talking with someone for like an hour. Like even if it's someone usually I'm not super interested in, like it's still just a really good interview. Like there was one time he interviewed a race car driver. I was like, I don't know anything about race car drive, because he loves F1 and all that kind of stuff, NASCAR and everything else. But
I used to watch the Seinfeld, the comedians in cars getting coffee. I used to watch that all the time. I haven't watched that in a while.
And that's like on Netflix or Hulu now, isn't it too?
Yeah.
Okay, because that used to only be YouTube.
No, it was Crackle.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there was a special when he went to Netflix, it was called like Jerry Before Seinfeld or something like that. And that was I watched that. I mean, all the stuff he used to write down and.
I think I saw his last comedy special. Was that on Netflix? Was that what that was? He actually had like an hour stand up, and I remember seeing it, and I just remember it being I don't know, maybe I've grown out of his style when it comes to his, not Seinfeld. Like I think Seinfeld is still hilarious, but I think maybe
timeless,
it may be just an hour of him going like, "What's going on with dinner food? What's going on?" It's just
It
like,
doesn't still do that, does it?
yeah, no, it was literally that. In the last episode, it was like, you're going here, you're going to take this, you're going to do it. It's like, okay, you've been doing the same thing for 50 years. People complain about George Carlin because he like made that huge shift where he used to be kind of like storyteller and, like obviously like, hippy dippy weatherman, like all those kind of things, like, kind of more like, hip. And then he turned into like angry man. It's like a lot of people didn't like that shit, but it's like, at least he did something different. Like at least he kind of like transitioned to something of, where he was at, where it's like, yeah, Seinfeld, it feels like.
I saw George Carlin in 1987.
You actually saw him? That's
him,
cool.
Yeah.
1987. I wonder where that would have been.
Was like January of 87, something like that. Down at Centennial Hall. Jeez, he's been dead for almost 13 years.
Yeah.
He had like heart troubles and all kinds of...
would he have had some things to say.
Oh, yeah.
87.
So ours was close to February. So we saw him at...
Doesn't say there. I wonder what... Like I was going to look up his comedy album and I wonder if that like popped up. Cool, that's not years. Just give me the years. Why is this so difficult? Here we go.
Give me the years.
God. Why is this so hard? Name my sex tape.
that came up for George Carlin. That came up literally.
That did literally. Oh, God. Literally, it came up for George Carlin. We saw Seinfeld. That's true. We did see Seinfeld there.
Yeah.
I remember your comment about that because you guys saw the later evening show.
Oh, did we see a different one from you guys?
Well, because we saw that and we saw like a 7 o'clock, and you guys saw like the 9 or 10. Like there was like a difference.
Okay.
And I remember you talking about, and correct me if I'm wrong, I remember you speaking of like at the very beginning, someone started like heckling or like saying something about Kramer's hair or something like that or whatever. And you're like, oh God, it's gonna be an evening with a heckler. Like it was like you thought that was gonna like.
Okay.
Does that ring a bell at all? Like
I just remember at the end, people were like yelling stuff out, and he was like, "Yeah, where do I go with that?" Yeah, it's Kramer. Yeah, Kramer's great. Yeah, I don't know where to go with that. You know, that kind of thing. So.
I was gonna say maybe that was like back in town, or maybe he's near. Anyway, I love George Carlin.
Anyways,
he's Sage George Carlin. All right, it's time for the team fight tag. Oh wait, we already did
we did that.
Damn it! We're running out of bits. You got anything else? You played any other games this week? You start playing Destiny yet?
Yeah. So they're trying to. The Pocket and her crew are trying to get me to actually play the actual League of Legends. But
maybe you could just jungle. Just hang out there, chill in the jungle, like
just watch. I told and I'm not. The fact that I've been playing this game for over a year, I will never say never again about something like that.
Thank you, Sean Connery.
That being said, even like when we would play, Madden football together, I would just take a lineman. My fingers just don't react that fast to the activity, and I should throw. Why am I not throwing? Oh, because you're not pushing anything.
It's not mental.
It doesn't connect to your brain waves. It connects to what's going on here.
The physical just doesn't happen.
Yes. So anyway, but who knows? Who knows?
Especially too with controllers, with how far they've come. Now I even have a controller. I actually bought one that has extra buttons on the back.
Oh my God, more
so
buttons.
So now it's all of this stuff, and at the same time I'm hitting these.
Jeez.
Because now these take the place of some of these, so that I don't have to move my thumb off.
Oh
of
my
here.
God.
Yeah, you can. I actually.
Do you ever have to like play it down here and get? No, I'm just kidding. Get other things into it.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Exactly. I need all 10 fingers. I need my 11th finger.
You have it on your nose. You're like,
oh
God.
God.
I have to. The cord is so hard. I have
I need to push it. Wow.
That move is
name of your sex tape as well.
The
cord is
that
so
move
hard.
is so hard. I have to hit that with my nose. While I'm like this, and I get my elbow in there.
Yeah. Was there a knuckle involved?
Yeah.
That's my move. That's my move.
That's my move.
Oh, that's funny. Well, it's kind of nice. Actually, our next beverage that we're going to have ties into this a little bit.
It does. It does.
Literally has the main grape that's in here is actually in our next beverage, even though it is not a wine. Is
gosh. That's
it's
what
it.
a tie. You planned that.
Complete accident.
Yes.
I bought the beer first, I think, and I did not even know till today that was what was in there.
The Chenin Blanc.
The Chenin Blanc. The Chenin. That's a Simpsons.
I'll use my Chenin.
All right. Well, we're going to go grab that beer that we were talking about. We're going to come back. We're going to do another podcast. We're going to hang out, chat with all of you. And yeah, we'll be right back.
Be right back. Liaison.
Dangerous
Liaison
Oh
Blanc.
my God. If Michelle Pfeiffer would walk in here right now, Jesus. Is that the promotion I've got going on for this beer?
Wow.
It's Catwoman. No, I was just talking about. So I just had. What did I have the other day? Oh, I had the first Tombstone, the single, all the hops. I had the single the other day, which was good. I rated that. If you guys are following on Untapped, you can always find out what we're having. Although I don't know, Keith might be scared off of actually writing on anything on Untapped, even though he beat me to death to try and get the password.
Unless it's a glowing report.
Yes, apparently. No, that's
I don't want to just try
things.
to be clever. So I don't want to be clever, for God's sakes, and just say something like 7.5 does not imperial make, and then I get a response. So anyway. I can do that again.
It's so funny. But no, I had that one the other day. I had what else? Well, I'm thinking of that. Tell me a little bit more about you had the Pueblo Vida the other day. You had the which one was it? It was the rice.
I forgot what it's called, but it's the blackberry lemonade one.
Okay.
And
which I have one of those in the fridge and I hadn't had it yet.
And it was good. I don't know if I'd need to buy another one. It did have the lemonade. It had a little bit of but it had kind of an herbally quality to it, like sage. Like maybe they made the blackberry lemonade and just like dropped a few sprigs of sage in there, something like that. And so it was good. It was, and I had a feeling in it.
Okay, I found the beer. Blackberry lemonade rice cream IPA.
Yeah. And
they don't say anything about that, but that
maybe
the hops might be bringing that to
and
the
maybe
table.
the jasmine rice is the herbal quality. I don't know, but there was something in there that just made me think herbal. It was good. It was still way too much beer for Pocket. She did try a little sip of it, and I knew it. I knew it was going to be. I was just like, and she tried a little sip, and she's like, "Oh no, way too much." But
she threw it across the room as she often does, and said, "What is this swill?"
But it was enjoyable. Like I don't know if I would need to buy another one, but
okay.
It was funny though when I walked in there Saturday. They're like, "Oh, do you have an order for pickup?" And I was like, "They think I'm Andrew," and I should have said, "That I do."
That would have been great for me to walk in and be like, "Who did you give that order to?"
And I said, "No." I said, "I'm just here to shop." And she's like, "Oh." And I said, "You might have one for my brother still, though." And she's like, "Oh, maybe that's it." So
yeah, I didn't get to go until later. And then I actually was shorted a beer, which I guess I should have doubled. I'm sure they didn't charge me for it, but like,
we'll make sure.
I know I need to. Like I said, I'd already paid for it, so hopefully they gave me a credit.
They didn't have the triple of all the hops, so I bought one single and one double. I had all three of those.
Yeah. The one I was shorted was from Crooked Tooth Brewing, which is local, and it was, I can't remember what that was. I think that was a sour. It was that one, the pina. It was some sort of pineapple and something or whatever.
I bought the last 4 Gozes Are Red they had.
Oh wow! Nice.
And I bought 6 of the petite.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, you know what? Those age well.
The petite are $3 a piece,
and they're $3 a piece, and Pocket enjoys them. And so if she's in the mood to, they're there. It's not like I'm gonna go have 2 a night and then they're gone. And they're gonna be sitting there. So did you get one of the Prairie, the sherbet, rainbow sherbet? Because that was $2.98. I had that the other day. Delicious. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I've had the Prairie Slush, I think it's called. How was that? It was good. I mean, I wanted a little more from it, but it was good. This one definitely tasted like what you'd expect out of like a sherbet. Not a sherbet. Sherbet. Like, it was that orange and the strawberry and like those kind of bright like flavors like mixed in there. It was good. I had that. I think I did that maybe Tuesday. I think I must have had. Yeah, I think I had that on Tuesday while I was streaming live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. They had one other one there, and it was like a strawberry. It said like strawberry shortcake. And I almost bought it because then it said also like with vanilla bean and too. I almost got that one. Yeah. Was that Prairie? No, it wasn't Prairie. Oh. It was a brewery I did not recognize, but it was only one can of it left. So I was like, I almost got that. But when I saw the Ghosts Are Red, I was like, oh yeah, I'd totally forgotten you. And I grabbed all 4 of those because the Ghosts are delicious as well. Does Pocket like those too? Yeah. Oh yeah. No, okay. I couldn't remember. Yeah. Did you get anything else besides those 10 beers? Well, those 10, the one we just talked about, right? And then one each of all the hops. Oh, the double and the single, and then I also got the Tombstone, the cacao nibs one. Oh yeah, I got one of those too. I have not had that one yet. I've kind of like I have a fair amount of dark beers now, and I haven't been as much in the mood for them because it's gotten a little warmer. I actually took was it last week? I think it was trying to think. I think it was last week when I was doing the stuff on Wednesday night when I was doing the Grandmaster Nightfalls and Destiny. I actually took a temperature reading and it hit 97 in this room. In this room with both those PCs going. Wow. It's hot. Man. I took a picture of it. It's a workout. Oh my God. I had never taken a reading while I was usually it was like afterwards I'd think about it because my son or my wife would walk by the door and be like, oh my God, I can feel the wall of heat coming out of there, and they'd walk by the door. Let's see if I have. Yep. 97.6. Wow. Oh, that was while I was still going. 97.6. It's good to have you back again. Wow. Oh, hey. You've heard that song, right? It's 98.6. Oh, okay. And it's by Keith. Is it? Keith Sweat? No, just Keith. Oh, okay. Gonna make Keith sweat, baby. That's CNC Music Factory. Yeah. Okay. I actually heard that song on the radio the other day, which I had not heard. CNC Music Factory? Yeah, I had not heard that in a long time. I was like, everybody dance now. Music is my life. Oh, we just got pulled for that one. We just got pulled right there. Damn it, I can't put this video up now. I can't monetize. My drumming was too good. Your drumming was too accurate. Frustratingly accurate. Want to make just I'm trying to think if there was because I had I finally had that our niece had brought over those from those the East Rock Brewing Company. Oh yeah. I finally had the lager, which actually surprisingly for a lager was not bad. It was pretty it had which needs the qualifier though. I know. For a lager. It does. For a lager. I mean, because the pill, because it was kind of, it was a little more toward the Pilsner, which I'd also had from them. So it kind of reminded me of that, which I know a Pilsner is a lager as well. Don't comment about that. Like right. I get it. Right. But it was more into that. It wasn't just as much plain as usually when you have your normal lagers of, Budweiser and all that kind of crap. Right. There was a little bit more quality put into it. Still not would be what I would choose, but it was, like I said, it was a good, it was of good quality, which was nice. And the Hefeweizen that they make is really good. I like that one. So I'll have to definitely go through those. All right, let's get to this final podcast. Does that sound like a plan? Let's do it. I'm ready. Why do you not want to do the final podcast? I'm leaving. I'm done. I'm out. What is the update on the Cubs? How are they doing right now? 5-7, I think. Son of a bitch. Pretty much the same problems they've had the last couple of years. Are you saying they can't hit for Jack? They can't hit for Jack. No situational hitting? Their pitching is... Can they have Jake Arrieta pitch every game? Well, no, he pitched yesterday and they lost too. Okay, never mind that. I saw they came back in, was it 2 days ago? I think that was the one I saw where they won 3-2. Contreras hit a home run, yeah. Contreras. Wilson Contreras. Yeah, hit home run. I have a feeling if they keep playing like this that they're going to be, maybe hang on to one of the big three, but they're probably going to be trading.
Oh, really? You think so?
I mean, Rizzo,
you can't
Bryant,
trade,
and Baez their contracts are all done at the end of this year.
I would think so my just outside guess is you keep Rizzo and Baez. Like you let Bryant go.
I think you probably sell high on Bryant because he's actually playing the best of the three right now.
Right.
If you can.
But I can't see you getting rid of anybody.
Right. 14.
Wow.
Sorry, Norm. Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Dogboy with a 14-month
Thank you for the
resubscribe.
14-month. Wow.
Ahoy Bevs, Keith, chat. How's it going tonight?
That goes
Another
way-
month with the two of you. Keep up the great work. Also, Cubs.
Wow.
Wow.
This goes
Cardinals
way back
fan.
before. Oh, well, okay.
Cardinals fan.
Well, the Cardinals have kind of signing Paul Goldschmidt.
Goldschmidt was
Like
really
Goldschmidt, and
painful.
they got
I liked him
Arenado this
too.
year. Yeah. So, no, that's painful as a Cubs fan. But I think they probably will get rid of Bryant. Now, Rizzo says he's not talking contract for the season now that the season has started. So that might not be. But Rizzo hasn't started out very well either. So
maybe he should start talking contract.
you know what? Usually people are in contract years. They're awesome, and Bryant's having an okay year, but he's not exactly tearing the cover.
There's no
off
way
the
you
ball
get rid of
either,
Almago.
If you're okay, it's July 31st. I don't know if they went back to the old trading deadline. It's the middle of July.
Keith, it's April. It's
and
not July.
you're
Oh,
15 games out of first place.
but why would you just keep you can't just keep mortgaging the future and hopefully you get more prospects and things at some point, right?
But that's what you do
No, that's not.
because you realize.
But
that
you have
you're
to keep
trying-
someone that also is the face of the franchise.
I'm
that-
not saying
who
you don't
sells
have to
the
save
jerseys,
one
who
of
sells
them.
the
Yeah.
shirts. Like you've
I'm
got
not
to
saying
keep
you don't try to save one of them.
You got to save
Yeah.
at least one of them.
Yes,
July 30th
yes.
is the deadline. Okay. CGG, how's it going? You wanted to catch the podcast part of the streams. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. That is super nice. Can't get rid of Baez. No, exactly. See, you can't get rid of Baez.
And that might be who they hang on to. I'm just saying, if this keeps going this way, they've already shown that they're not afraid to. They got rid of Darvish. It's could happen.
Gonna happen? Could happen. If you are not following CGG, you should definitely do so. He is super nice, always helping out people in the Destiny community with different runs of all kinds. Go check him out. He is super cool. I appreciate you coming in. Thank you so much. All right, 30th is the deadline. Cubs stock. That's what I'm getting from all this. That's what I'm getting from all this. No, you are too kind. I appreciate you coming in. That is very, very nice. I don't know. Like I said, it's just weird to me. Like
It's
you
just
have
you
to
got to
keep,
see. No, I'm not. I'm not saying they'll get rid of all three. I was saying if Bryant keeps having a decent year, he'll probably have the most value. But he also has an injury history as well. So,
that'd be more reason why you get rid of him then too.
Unless he's having a good year, then he has more trade value. Yeah, right.
That's what I said. That's why you want to.
No, you get rid of
because
him.
then you say like, okay.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. So,
or maybe it's just all it's all Ross's fault. I mean, that's all I'm going to say right there. Because apparently he's not helping them the way they should.
Well, they've had all kinds of COVID issues the last.
They have shown stupidity.
Oh, COVID issues and all
have
that kind
they?
of stuff. So, yeah, they've had people put on the COVID list, and yeah.
Damn it!
I know.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
all right, we're going to record a podcast right
Let's
now.
do that because this beer is not getting colder sitting out here in
That
this
is
90-degree room.
That is true. Hey, it's not quite that today.
Oh, okay, good.
I only have
Good,
one
good,
PC
good.
on. You're not.
All
I don't
right.
subject you to the full heat. The full heat wave.
The heat.
If you are new here and haven't seen us do a podcast, again, we take down a few things here. We take down some alerts because this is going to go up on YouTube. If you're not following on YouTube, we would love it if you would do so. Hit a subscribe there. You can also do Twitter if you want to go the extra mile as well. But these go up on most Thursdays. We usually take these podcasts, we edit them down, and we put them up on YouTube, as well as the full shows. Again, these full shows now go up there on archive format. And we get those done as well. Yeah,
I think YouTube's going to run out of cloud space.
At some point, they should run out of space
They
because
will.
I am putting up hours worth of stuff. Like next week is going to be a huge week. We are literally next week, if everything works out, we are going to have something going up on YouTube Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Oh. Monday, we're going to have the first piece of Firewatch. Tuesday will be the archive of this video. Wednesday will be another piece of our Firewatch playthrough. Thursday will be a podcast plus us being live, and then Friday will be the final part of Firewatch. So literally 5 days next week on YouTube, there's going to be a piece of content. So go check it out. Greatly appreciated. But we are already recording, so whenever you want to go, hold on, let me go to the right. I'm really ready. And at some point, we got to set the Collins cam back up. I feel bad that I have not.
Yeah, we should get Phil back up.
I just keep not finding a
Phil.
great place for it because I need to make sure it's within arm's reach of one of us.
It used to be over here, but
Maybe I need to move the camera over here with the light. Like, I don't know.
okay.
We'll figure something out. Oh, maybe I could literally.
I think that's where
there.
it used to be. There's even a light right there.
Okay, maybe I'll work on that for next week. That'll be like I'll put that on my list of the 10 other
Return
things
of the Phil.
going on. I'll add that on there because I would like to return to some Phil. I miss Phil.
We had to have done something from this brewery on a podcast before, right?
100%. We've done something from Almanac.
All
I
right,
want to say we've done probably one of their
Good.
supernovas at least.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Very right. Very
to
true.
verify that,
True.
go in the archives at obviously at YouTube if you're here, or you can go to AboutBeverages.com. You can check out the archives for that as well. Like I said,
Check that
I'm
out.
pretty sure we've done something from
I think
Almanac.
you're right.
I
Yeah.
bet it's at least one of those supernovas.
It's been a while.
But we have something else from them, and it kind of ties back into a podcast and a show we were doing most recently. We were doing a blend. We were doing a white wine blend, and it involved Chenin Blanc grapes. And now we've got a beer that also involves a Chenin Blanc. For this, give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the Liaison Blanc from Almanac Brewing Company, I believe.
Yeah,
It's Almanac Brewery.
Yeah, it's actually a
Almanac
collaboration.
Beer Company.
It's actually a collaboration also with, I'm guessing it's Dash Cellars.
Okay.
D-A-S-H-E, Dash Cellars.
Yeah.
Which is the winery where they got the Chenin Blanc grape must that they put into here. That's it.
That's great.
That's it. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming by. That's all we got it done.
Whoa, that
No.
was a good sound, and the glasses survived.
They did.
No
These are
glasses
good
were
taking
harmed in
glasses.
the making of this podcast.
As far as you know. We'll look later.
As far as we know.
But yeah, this still also got, I believe it's like a 30-month aging in oak barrels as well. Like I said, Almanac does not cut any corners. They don't do any kettle sours. They don't do anything like that. It's all barrel aged. It's all fermentation. It's all...
And this is a sour. Wow. Okay. Because they do. Yeah, we've had some delicious beers from them. I remember back in the day when I'd have to go to California to actually get anything from Almanac. That was where I was first introduced to them. And then we started seeing things pop up like on draft. And then all of a sudden, well, they were here in Arizona, which was a time for us to rejoice.
Yeah, there was, and they ate Sir Robin's minstrels, and there was much rejoicing.
There was much rejoicing.
But yeah, like I said, I think we kept joking all last week that the reason we were excited to try this one, or at least for me, was I kept saying Liaison was a good
Liaison,
word, which obviously makes me think of Michelle Pfeiffer, Dangerous Liaison.
I just like
she was in that,
Liaison.
right?
I think so.
Which
John
then makes
Malkovich?
Yeah.
Malkovich.
Which then makes me think of her in Catwoman, which, like I said, when we're talking about the Batman Returns. Like I said,
I never saw that,
Catwoman.
actually.
What? Shame on you. All right, pause this podcast. We got to go watch Batman Returns and we'll come back now. But yeah, so anyway, great things from Almanac. We're always happy to try one of these. Kind of similar in color, a little bit darker than the previous wine we had from Empathy.
It's actually darker.
But it's in that ballpark, though. It's kind of got that yellow.
And very clear and not a lot of carbonation going on in there.
Not a lot of carbonation. All right.
Okay.
Pocket, hello, Mitch. How's it going? Sorry, we were in the middle of recording right there. Don't want you to think that we were like,
yep,
these bastards are just ignoring me.
Well, I know
Not true.
Pocket's watched us long enough to know what was going on. We know that part.
I
but,
know. That's true.
Yes.
You're all good. Mitch, it is good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
That
How
was
are
a
you?
long day at work.
Oh,
and
my God.
actually in the office today. So, yeah, so there was actually driving to and fro involved.
And masks and just like doing all that
Masks
kind of
and
stuff.
things.
Like,
And yeah, so it was a long day. But nice to finally have you here for sure.
I got to stretch my back a little bit. Great. How's the evening is going? Very good. We've done a few things this evening. Hold on, since you just
here they are.
got here. Beverage right there. This is what we had earlier. We had Ranch Rider Spirits Tequila Paloma. It's like basically a Paloma in a can using tequila. Don't recommend that one.
Yeah, it just wasn't what we expected.
It was very bland. It's kind of going for that, if you want the low carb, like
No
just
sugar.
want some alcohol, no sugar,
Yeah.
but just the flavors just didn't come together very well. Then we did the white wine from Empathy Wines, which was, like I said, which was good. We were hoping for a little more flavor to come out of that, but it was still solid. And then right now we're having the thing from Almanac Beer.
Liaison.
We have caught back up on everything.
Blanc.
The dangerous Liaison Blanc.
You are up to date.
There it is. 30-month mixed fermentation sour. And then Chenin Blanc, like 30 months this was aged.
Jeez.
This beer was not
I don't know
cheap.
why I was expecting something different in the glass. Color-wise.
Color-wise? Oh.
It's just...
Even though I said Chenin Blanc, so it shouldn't be.
I don't know if I was expecting hazy. I don't know what. I was expecting something. I was expecting something different. But
Gotcha.
So.
Right spot there. You ready?
Let me see if I can stir up some
I know,
carbonation.
there needs to be a little bit more carbonation in here. Oh, there it all is.
Okay. All right. I think so.
You ready? You got it?
I'm ready.
Great. Now starting all over. I just got here. Kidding. All right. Let's do it again.
Here we go. Let's get those beverages back.
Rue, how's it going? Good to see you. How's everything? I almost tilted a little bit too much there. I got some lemon.
I saw that. You were like, am I drinking? Am I sniffing? What
I know.
am I doing?
I wasn't sure.
I'm
which
not
way I was
sure.
going. Well, what are you getting in the aroma?
I get a little bit of funk, actually.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely some funky town going in here. It's that kind of the farmhouse Saison kind
Correct.
of going on. That aroma. It's not a Saison, but that farmhouse kind of aroma's coming through.
It reminds me, it makes me think of the things we used to get from Russian River. I don't know why.
Oh, sure.
It reminds me of that kind of sour with that sort of, like I said, the little bit of the barnyard, the little funky. There's a little something. I mean, there's a little light grapey note in there.
There's some grapey,
as well.
and you definitely can smell some of that tart coming through as well. So this is, it's not, there's nothing in here that's super over the top. I thought something might just come, like I said, it's another good balanced blend of a lot of things. But
Right.
I'm very excited for the taste because I'm hoping I taste 30 months worth of beer.
Let's hope so.
Okay. Excellent. That's what you say around Easter. Excellent.
Excellent.
Excellent. Smithers.
Oh.
Come over here, Smithers.
We haven't had anybody do Pete today.
We haven't. I see how it is.
Especially since we went. Excellent.
All right. See, I moved him
earlier today. I said,
see, Pete's down at 25.
nice. Okay. Earlier today, I said, nice to see you.
Arr, that's handsome Pete. He
Oh, unfortunately, I don't have the
Pete,
overlay up.
You got some customers.
There he is. Last second, I got it on there. I've canoed down the Russian River. Wasn't exactly what I was expecting from such a grand name. Interesting.
Okay.
I don't even know where the actual Russian River is.
I think it's in California.
Is it?
Russian River Valley?
Well, I know Russian River Brewing is.
Yes. And you have the
Is it
Russian
near
River
Moscow?
Valley? No, I don't think so. Oh, good.
Not Russian River Brewing. Russian River. No. Russian River is in California. You're correct.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why there's a lot of Russian River Valley, a lot of wine. Yep.
Wine country.
Yeah.
Got it.
Man, he's everywhere. Australia, canoeing down the Russian River. Man.
Go world traveler Goldo.
Yes.
If you're traveling this next time to Russian River, you better bring some of the Never Never.
Oh, I think Pocket might need to resubscribe.
Oh, it looks
She's
like
missing
that.
the little glass.
Yeah.
There. I know there's still some subscriptions left there. So
Just got to hit the button. It's right there.
That's right.
Got thoughts?
I think so.
Okay.
It's good.
It is very good.
It's definitely still have some of the funk.
It's
the
pulled
grape
back to me.
Yes.
Okay.
I get the grape. It really makes your mouth water. It's one of those, like I said, it really reminds me of I know I mentioning a different brewery, but it reminds me of kind of early introduction into this style of sour. And yeah, just continuously making my mouth water. Not like this really wow depth or anything like that. Just couple of nice notes and just a fairly, especially considering what's going on in there. It's very easy drinking though.
Yeah, I would agree. It is, like I said, the wine component is nicely blended into there.
Right. I'm
glad that, like I said, the funk that we were getting, the aroma is pulled back just a little bit, but it is still there because that kind of is just a nice little supporting player. It definitely is making my mouth water. It's not quite as tart as I thought it would be.
Right.
I thought there might be a little bit more of that. But overall, it's very good. It like I said, it kind of has 3 notes that it's playing, but it's doing them all very well.
Yeah.
I guess I was again, I don't know, maybe this is the theme over this entire show. Like I was hoping for a little bit more.
Yeah,
like,
I wanted a little more too.
I wanted a little bit more, especially this one. Like I said, it's 7.3% ABV. I believe this was right around $7 for this pint.
Okay.
So if Keith had it out his calculator, he'd tell you how much per ounce, but apparently he doesn't have his iPad.
I don't
open.
have that ready.
No.
I see how it is.
No,
Not
but
ready
anyway,
yet.
like I still think it's very good. Like I'm not disappointed in the purchase, but it's not
Right.
one. I was hoping for one that I was going to try and then be like, oh God, I've got to see if I have more of these. Like I want to have at least another one so that I can share it, with like, again, with our other brother that he's now liking sours, and like I said, some other members of our family. But yeah, it's very good. But like I said, your mileage may vary if you feel like you want to pay that much for this one.
Yeah.
So I think I've had other Almanacs that I have enjoyed more.
Oh, absolutely.
That have been a little bit less.
I think what Almanac does best are the fruit sours, the fruit,
the sour novas and things like that we've had that we talked about.
They're like farmers. They've got like a farmers series or something like that. Or farm to
table or something like that.
Something and those are great. Their IPAs and those things are fine. That to me that's where they really stand out. And this is like I said, it's good, but it's not like it's one of those that some of those other things that they do are just. They're just, to me, some of the best things that I've ever had in that in that beer style. So
yeah, this one's definitely very good. I just again, it's the theme. I don't know, like I think maybe I'm just setting my expectations. I was just like thinking there'd be a little bit more to this, but it's what is there is very, like I said, it's the complexity is there. It's just more on the mellower side for the most part. But I mean, there is a nice balance of the tart and the funk and everything else. So, but I definitely liked things from them even a little bit more.
Good balance of tart and funk. That's just like us.
That's just like us. That's like what you can find at AboutBeverages.com if you head on over to our website, and you can find everything that we have done over a decade. It's kind of ridiculous that we say that. I'm just going to start doing it in decades now. Be like, over a decade. Once we hit 20 years, we'll be like, oh, it's been over 2 decades.
Over 2 decades, yes.
All these little middle numbers I'm not going to talk about. But yeah, over a decade, we've been doing things here, recipes, like I said, again, podcasts, audio, video, everything. If you only want the latest video, guess what? You can go to YouTube. You can subscribe there. I'd greatly appreciate that. You can find all of the latest content, and they'll give you a little notification when things are hit, when they go live. If you only want audio, there's places for those too. Spotify, Google Podcast, iTunes. If you have a favorite podcast app that you use, just search for About Beverages. We will definitely be there. Then there's some pillars too, right?
The currently 3.
Currently 3. A 4th will be added very soon.
Oh my gosh.
We may remove one.
But for right now, that's true. We could keep it at 3.
Good.
Yeah.
I can't even log into our Facebook.
In our top 3. Yeah. So if you only have top 3, if one's added, you got to take one out.
We may have to.
Right. You can't have 11 in your top 10. You can't have 4 in
that's true.
In your 3 pillars. Being Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which is the one that we use the most often to keep you up to date on what's happening at About Beverages, like when we go live.
That's true.
Most Thursday evenings on Twitch. On twitch.tv/AboutBeverages. We'll let you know when our show's beginning, what's going to be going on. And so you can join us. That's when we record our podcasts, interact with our audience, and have some fun talking about all kinds of different things. Also throughout the week, Andrew's going to be letting you know what he's doing, what games he's playing, what beverages he's drinking while playing them. And he'll keep you up to date on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.
And that is a podcast. Who's the Tart? HJ has made an appearance.
I know,
Son of a
my
bitch.
gosh, it must be.
I almost stopped the podcast just to say hello.
It's April 15th even. Still.
Oh my God.
Still the aftermath, the residual.
You feeling okay?
Oh my gosh. And we know it's J. Right?
That's true, because H has not been coming in. We miss H.
Unless H has been there supporting J. She's like, I won't do it. She's like, I want to, but you need me here.
You need me here.
You need me here. I understand.
Back rubs and late night rubs and everything else. I think the About Beverages Tinder account will help a lot with brand growth.
What? No.
Oh my
way.
God. Is that only because Jay showed you how to log in and do?
Oh no. Come on. He's like, Keith and
like,
Andrew,
hey.
They're missing you.
She's like, it is so good to see you.
Yes,
so good to see you. Thank you so much.
No matter who is representing HJ, it's good to have either H or J or both.
Gogo went to the Francis Ford Coppola Pool Winery thing too. That sounds really cool. I would love to go to Francis Ford Coppola's winery. That would be neat. So this is what I get for showing up. You're like, fuck these guys.
Yeah.
Well, at least half of these guys.
See you in 3 weeks. See you in 3 months.
Keith was nice. Andrew's a dick.
See you in 3 months.
See you in 3 months.
I'll try you guys out again.
Yeah,
later.
I think this is one too. Like as it warms up, I think it's going to get even a little bit better,
right.
A little bit more complex.
Right.
But yeah, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more. Pretty sure this was at least. I think it was around $7. I'm gonna try and look up the price really quick.
Yeah, I think that farm or whatever that.
Where they were actually in the bottles where you had to pull out the cork, like those.
Yeah, those are really good. And I can't remember what the thing is that we had downtown that one time at Tap and Bottle, but that was really good.
Let's see if we can actually find. It's only because that's true, 100%. We kid because we care.
We missed you.
Because we care.
It's good to have whoever, like I said, it's good to have one or both of you back.
Unfortunately, they do not have any more in stock. I'd have to go back, and I will look back for you guys. I will look back at my email because I get the emails from them when I place an order. I think that's the name of the. It's probably that one. Where is it? Got it with this one. There it is. Oh, $6. Well, now I love it. Now it's
about what I paid for the Pueblo Vita.
The Pueblo, I bought that one on here too. I can let you know. The Pueblo Vita one.
I thought it was $6.15, but
it was exact same price, $6.04.
Oh, really? Okay.
So, would you rather have for $6?
Ooh.
Oh my God! Look at that! What we've done.
For $6 of these two.
Yeah, just these two.
Of those two.
I think I know which one you're going to say.
I would.
I love this. We should rate this one since we're talking about it on Untapped, where we are also another place you can follow us.
I'd have the IPA.
That's not what I thought you'd say. Thought you'd pick this
IPA.
one.
No,
a little more flavor in that one.
I have the IPA.
Podcast bonus features, exactly.
That's
yeah,
right.
We're talking about So what I really like this week, and I got it. Dragoon had a Hefeweizen.
Oh yeah, you talked about that.
It's delicious. You have to like Hefeweizen because it's definitely that classic Bavarian style. Like it's got the banana, it's got a little bit of clove. It's got, but I bought two of them just pretty much knowing I thought I would at least like it a little bit because it's Dragoon.
Right.
Like they're usually very delicious.
Right.
But I opened the first one. I was like, oh my God, it's so good. Like it was just exactly what I was looking for.
Usually
like great
that style, I'm
style.
good for about one. And then I'm like,
yeah. No,
that's about all I want.
I've got a second one. It's still in there. And I definitely would buy more of those.
To see if they do the Saison Blue again this year. That'll be good.
Oh, that was so good too. All right. Well, what would you rate this one then?
$3.5? $3.75?
I had 3.75.
Okay.
I think I'm coming around on it slightly more as I sit here. Just a touch. Yeah, what'd you get? So I was gonna say aroma has got some funk.
Yep. And some grape. Gets the funk out.
Yeah. Who needs the funk? You've got the funk out. Out of 100? No, not 3.75. It's out of 5. So Untapped does
really low.
Yeah, that really sucks. Untapped does out of 5. They do out of 5. So we're giving it a 3.75 out of 5. Tastes like the funk is still there, but that's kind of more on the finish. So it kind of leads with lemony, like grape lemon. Kinda.
Yeah, a little grape and lemon.
I would say mild tart.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think like.
Yeah, it's not
bold. I know I personally take flack because they love me, they say. So you're passing that along to H. You're like, just know. At least that's what they tell me.
That's no excuse, though. That shouldn't be the case.
What's that?
You should never get flack. love someone. I'll do that.
I don't have anything for that. I was trying to go with a joke or something. I got nothing.
Okay.
Taste says grape, lemon, mild tart. And that's a finish brings some funk.
Yeah, it's grape. Lemon.
I'd say good blend.
Light sour.
It's kind of frustrates me because it goes 3.75 or up to 4. Like it's not a 4. Like I would give it like a little bit more than 3.7. Like for some reason.
Yeah.
But I can't say a 4. Like other things that I've given 4s, I'm like that degrades the other things I've given a 4 to. Like I don't. And the 5s I rarely ever hand out.
That's the thing you have to look at. Okay, what have I given a 4 to? And you'd be like, oh God, no.
Yeah.
Or
oh good God, yes.
Oh good God, no.
What was that? That was Sean Connery for some movie, right? Well, you wouldn't have slept with her. Oh good God, yes.
Whatever that movie was with Angelina Jolie and
some dating movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like it was like a family.
Oh, were they all a family?
One of them was
God,
dying,
they were dating each other in the family. That's sick.
No,
Keith, what movies are you watching?
No,
it's disgusting. Oh
no.
All right. It's Loving Flack. Wait, isn't she?
It's
a
Roberta
singer?
Flack.
Oh, that's Roberta Flack.
Roberta Flack.
Okay.
Killing Me Softly.
Killing Me Softly with his barbs.
Yeah.
Killing me softly with his barbs.
Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. The closer I get to you. Oh. Donny Hathaway
Cheaper
sang,
by the dozen too. Yeah, exactly. There's the Steve Martin tie-in we were looking for earlier. Thank you, Rue.
Donny Hathaway sang the theme to Maud.
And then there's Maud.
That's Donny Hathaway.
Is it?
Yes. Donny Hathaway.
Lady Godiva
was
has
a freedom ride. Yeah.
And then there's Maud. There's not a Simpsons. There's a Family Guy bit with that where
It's
the
gotta be a
song
Family
does
Guy.
not stop.
Okay.
It just keeps going. And the lady, and he keeps going. And then there's Maud. And he keeps saying, because they just get, and da 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 da, and they just keep adding verses to it. He's like, and then there's Maud.
I would like to see that, actually.
It was pretty funny.
I'll have to look that up.
All right.
So
So aroma has got some funk and some grape. Taste has grape, lemon, and a mild tart. Finish brings some light funk. Good blend.
Sure.
I think that's fair.
Yes.
That is fair, Liaison. But Pucker Up level 19.
Pucker
That's
up.
95 different sour beers. Don't say we don't know what we're talking about.
95.
Try 5 more for level 20.
Whoa.
All right. Right now we got to do it. We'll go find 5 more
Okay.
beers. Okay. I'll do it.
All right. I'll have the
do
chicken.
it. Yeah. Oh God. Okay. I'll have the chicken. Yeah. I have that rice one. I haven't had that one yet. I may have that one next week. Challenge accepted.
Yes.
Exactly. Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.
Exactly. Oh my God. Challenge accepted. This gets a 3.95. Might be a little high.
Yeah, I think it's, to me, a little bit high, but...
Oh, look at these guys. Aroma's got some... Oh, that's us.
Oh, yeah.
This one is funky. It's like beer mixed with wine aged in oak barrels. I'm getting some apple in the mix as well. It's weird, but it's good. What did he give it? Who is this person?
Joe L.
Joe L says funky butt loving, and he spells the butt with 2 T. What?
Funky butt loving. Wow.
He tagged on.
He's not even talking about the beer.
I'd say not. I would
He's,
say
he's having this at home, and it just says funky butt loving. Wow.
Jesus.
Really good.
Well, that's a Joe L.
Yeah, he tagged a lot of people in that one, so he
Joe
was hoping
L
that they felt also the funky butt loving. Oh wow, someone had it near a ring.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that is not oof. Cut it. So what are you thinking for next week? This is usually when we kind of start talking about obviously we're probably going to do we might as well. We've done the other 2. We'll do the other empathy. We'll do the red blend.
Might as well complete the trifecta.
Yeah. So what are you do you have anything else lately that you've been wanting to try? Well, we've been talking about should we do the little rock tequila, little Dwayne the Rock Johnson tequila?
I'd have to do you need a bottle of tequila?
I mean, my wife always needs a bottle of tequila.
Okay. Because I was say I don't mind
Oh,
buying
here it comes. Here it comes.
But I don't need any tequila at the house.
Apparently, my brother does not like giving anything back to the About Beverages
I can
audience.
buy
Does
that.
not want to help them.
No, I definitely want to do that.
Doesn't want
I
to
just
teach
don't
anybody anything.
So I have a bottle of bourbon that I bought for a podcast.
Oh, what is it?
No, a year ago.
Oh,
And it still sits there. I have not had any of that.
have you ever thought about
It still
drinking?
sits there.
You drinking during the week?
No, I have a beer or a glass of wine.
You should do more Boilermakers.
Yeah, that'd be good. That's what I need to do is just sit there.
How did that come up? Oh my God, it was hilarious. So completely serendipity. The other week I had actually had some Weller, And then I had, it was when I had the, do you need help with that bourbon? I think he does.
You can have
You
it.
need help with all your bourbons, and I'm ready to come over. It sounds like right as of May, I'm coming over there and helping you with everything you have in stock.
It's the Trader Joe's $14.99. So
Saving, see, everyone's saving up for the flex. Everyone's saving for the, we need help. Oh my God, my liver is ready. My liver is ready to help with everybody's alcohol.
You've got, you've still got their bottle, right?
I do. They have a bottle of gin that I'm trading that bottle of Weller for.
Okay.
So there's an exchange happening.
Is the bottle of gin of equal size?
Unfortunately,
equal
no.
value? No.
Equal value, but not an equal size.
All right.
I wish it was
as
an
long
equal
as it's
size.
dollar value, that's fine.
I should have had them buy two. Be like, this is the street value of this, though. But no. So anyway, so I was having a little bit of Weller. I had the single of all the hops from Tombstone.
Right.
I had both of those sitting there. We were having dinner. And we had Fraser on, and he happened to go down to Duke's with Miles. And they're sitting there, and they're like, you know what? You guys need to have a Boilermaker.
Oh, that's funny.
And they poured him a bourbon and a beer, and my wife is sitting there, and she's like, what's a boiler? Is that a Boilermaker? I said, it's literally what I have right here.
Right
and
here.
I pointed. She's like, well, do you have to drop? She, for some reason, thought you had to actually drop
that's
that in there. And I said, no. I said, that's
the carbon.
There's other things that involve that. But yeah, no, Boilermaker is just usually a shot, which you drink, and then you chase it with a beer. So you keep those things separate. Yeah. But it was funny that it was like complete serendipity that I had literally that in front of me. I was like, it's literally this. It's
Here they
literally
are.
this. So that was kind of cool. Well, we can always use a tequila. I will buy the tequila.
Well, you want? Yeah, well, I can split it with you or something.
But if you're not going to drink it, though,
I don't need it. So, but
I don't desire it.
But I can get it for them.
Well, then, what do you think we should start out with then? Is the question. Is there anything else that's been talked about lately, or been in one of your Trader Joe's flyers that you've been interested in, or?
I'll have to keep an eye out.
Please no more of the Ranch Rider beverages. No more of those.
We won't do that.
Ranch Rider spirits. Well, we've had enough of these. I'm kind of getting tired of the active lifestyle. I think it's
active lifestyle beverages.
I really would love that. Could you get someone to do like the artwork where like then it says
that's if I was going to do it, I'd have
that'd be amazing.
Create some signage and make a display of active lifestyle.
You don't have those athletic beers down at
No, we don't carry those. No, it would just be seltzers and non-alcoholic beer, which I can't seem to keep in stock either. So
really,
I know.
Just don't understand that.
I don't get it either.
I just don't get it because the flavor's not that great. Like, I understand the whole idea behind like, yes, I want to feel like I'm drinking something, but like, then you still want the flavor to be good. Like,
well, that's us.
I guess
we turn to
so many other options,
or tea or seltzer or something. Yeah, that's.
I guess you want to feel like you're having alcohol. It's like when
I don't know. Maybe people really enjoy that taste. Just like I don't understand why people like Simpler Times. People like the
do they actually like it though? Do they? Do they actually like those things?
Maybe they just don't know any better.
Okay, that's definitely possible. Well,
I'll take a look and I'll take a gander. We'll figure something out.
Well, I definitely could go for some Dwayne the Rock Johnson tequila. So let's make that. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Terramana? Yeah. Okay.
Terramana.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Isn't mana hand or
mana's hand? Terrible hands.
Tierra is ground, earth. I don't know about terra. Terramana.
Terramana. Terroir.
Terroir.
Something like that. All right. Well, we are going to call it for the evening. Thank you guys so much for coming out. If you are not following, again, like we mentioned it earlier, definitely subscribe on YouTube if you're watching this archive. If you're watching us live, follows can be dropped. Mitch, I'm sorry we had the alerts turned off, though, but thank you for the follow earlier. That was super nice. You. And Dogboy, again, thank you for the resubscribe. That was wonderful, as always. We appreciate everybody that comes in. And again, if you are looking for any of the beverages that we've done previously, you can always follow and check out the Discord. Thanks for the stream, CGG. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that as well. Hopefully you enjoyed your stay. As Introvert would say, if he was here right now, he would say he enjoyed his stay. Usually. Maybe he's not enjoying his stay lately. We don't know.
We hope he is.
Yeah, we hope that he is. We are going to drop a raid right now. We're going to go say hi to Backyard. He is one of my mods. He is also a super cool guy. He is playing Bastion, which is a game that I played a long time ago. I loved this game. It is very neat. It is from the same people that have done Hades, if you guys know that game at all. But it is a wonderful story-driven game and just... It's very unique. I have always enjoyed this. So we're going to go say hi to him. And I will be playing actually with him tomorrow morning night. Good night, H.
Good night, everyone.
Give Jay a hug for us. I'll give you both big hugs very soon. Very, very soon. But yeah, I'll be playing with him tomorrow along with Alex. We'll be playing some trials. I'll be back on at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 o'clock Eastern, and we'll do all of those fun things once again. That is the plan.
Thank you again, everybody. We will see you soon.
Good night.